What's up, guys? This is B-Side Investing. Welcome back to the channel. So today was a crazy day for crypto and I guess some of the stocks. Feel like a Finviz, I mean, yeah, it's kind of okay, like not that much movement. But in the beginning, like early, like in the morning around 8-9 a.m., we saw some crazy dips with the Bitcoin and also just the altcoins in general. Well, if you know crypto, you know that Bitcoin is the driver for the crypto market. So it's generally gonna rule which way it goes. So yeah, so we saw a huge down market today, at least in the early morning. So we saw Bitcoin go all the way down to 29K. And that was huge. I was talking to my friend yesterday after I released the video. I know it was a bit late. I had some prior engagement that took longer than should have. And the video took unexpectedly longer to upload. I don't know what the Wi-Fi problem, whatever. So anyways, I was talking to my friend afterwards about Bitcoin potentially dropping to 35K in a few days, but I didn't expect to happen like the next day. I was gonna say today that it might happen. It might go down to 35K this week, but it happened right away. So, and it went down further to 29K. So we're seeing that Wyckoff or the Wyckoff pattern really taking effect right now. So yeah, and we did see recovery as well right away to 40K. It was about 3 hours, 2-3 hours, quick recovery up to 40K, and now we're down to 38.5. So right, we also have some news today. Even our crypto miners, let's see. So Bingo had a news today, just came out an hour ago. They're going to present at the 2021 Oppenheimer MedTech Tools and Diagnostics Summit. So that's going to be held on May 26th. So if you want to check out the event, it's at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Oppenheimer. You can click the link here and check out the webcast. So yeah, let's see. I think that was it for this one. So generally the market was down. As you can see the chart right here, it really was down when it started pre-market, and then slowly gradually started coming up. Let's see. So we also have DigiHOST releasing their Q1 financials. I didn't see any press release for when they were going to release it, so I didn't know when, or maybe I missed it. So that's my mistake. But yeah, so right, let's just go through the stocks first and see where they landed, and then we'll get to DigiHOST financials. And I think that's it for this one. So let's get to it. Bitfarms 4 down, 4 Bingo 3. Banxa was down actually the most, I think, today. In terms of stock, yeah, Banxa was down. And let's see, Coinbase was down only 6. Okay. DeFi Digitals was up 11.25. It's because they released their financials, so it really had a good reaction to it. So DMG is down, Hive is down 8, Hut 3, and then Neptune 8. So yeah, I think we're down about just barely 1% on the day. Okay, so with the DigiHOST Q1 financials, we'll go through the Q1 highlights and then the recent highlights, and we'll check the numbers out. So Q1 reporting a comprehensive income of $5.9 million, and I believe it's in Canadian unless stated otherwise in USD. So yeah, and that's an increase of 872%, same time period last year, so Q1 2020. So the financials will be comparable to Q1 2020 to this year. So this year we did 5.9 million reported income comprehensive, and last year was $760,000, an increase of 872%. Revenue from digital currency mining increased 469% to $4.8 million in 2021, and compared to $800,000 in 2020. Now, of course, this is because of the increase in their mining hash rate, but it wasn't as it's not that high. Currently, they're sitting at about 200 petahash. So you can imagine it's not that much of an increase to get to that point. It's mainly because of the value of Bitcoin and crypto going up in general. That's where we're seeing the mining revenue increase from there. Gross profit margin increased to 44% in 2021 compared to gross loss margin of 13%. So you can see they were losing money when they were mining and setting up all the infrastructure, the mining, the rigs, the contracts, and all that. So that's the initial stage right there. So that's kind of expected last year. So 57% was the difference to now. So the weighted average shares outstanding in 2021 were 44 million compared to 20 million. So currently, if you look at the accumulative stocks they hold, if you look into statistics, you see they hold about 66.6 million shares outstanding. So you can see right there, that's how it is. Let's see. So cash balance of $13.1 million in 2021 compared to, I think that's $30,000. Yeah, $30,000 in 2020, increasing $13 million. Yeah. Well, cash balance, that position increased due to their private and public placements that they've done throughout the year. So that's mainly what is kind of increasing their cash balance. Digital currencies balance of $15.6 million, 15.16, and comprised of 260 Bitcoin compared to $4.5 million in 2020, which at that time they had 154 Bitcoin, an increase of $10.65 million, and 106 Bitcoins mined. So 1 year cycle they've mined 106 Bitcoin. Wait a minute, I don't think, no, this is a yearly stat, sorry. Yeah, so in 1 month they did okay, yeah, in 1 quarter they did 106 Bitcoin, not 1 year cycle. Sorry about that. Now one of the, I guess, kind of little issue is they didn't state the average Bitcoin price that they valued this at, but you can figure that out by dividing this with this, so you'll get the number there. So yeah, total assets of $45 million in 2021 compared to $16.5 million, and increasing $27 million. So that's in infrastructure, in Bitcoin mining, and then we also have contracts and miners that are yet to come. So total liability of $4.4 million compared to $6 million, decreased in 1.6, and shareholders' equity of, I think it increased, 40 million from 10 million, increase in 28.7. So looking at the recent highlight on April, well, this is Q2, and this is pretty recent. I've done a few videos on them already. So I should remember them fairly easily. So we did the private placement and the warrant proceeds of 25 million Canadian dollars. That's when the price dropped as well. So if we look at the chart, that kind of made the stock price drop from, where'd it go? I think 6 months is a bit too far, is it? No, it's April, May. So I think we're looking at around here. Was it? No, April. Let's go to the 6 month. Okay, this chart was lagging. I was wondering what the hell's going on with the 6 month. It did look kind of odd. So yeah, we're looking at this 221 down to $2. That's where the drop happened. So yeah. Let's see. April 14th, they appointed an international audit firm, Raymond Chabot Thornton, LLP. May 10th, they announced the status of its Nasdaq listing application and diversification of cryptocurrency business model to include Ethereum technology. Right. May 14, 5 days ago, they acquired 9,900 Bitcoin miners from Northern Data AG. So that's 925 petahash. We did the video, so we know about all that. If you check out that video, you probably are up to date on that information. So from that agreement or that acquisition, there is also term. They have the possibility of acquiring up to 30,000 Bitcoin miners of the highest quality, and the most up-to-date units between these two companies. Average hash rate around 100 terahash per unit. So let's see. So May 17th, when Elon, I think it was the day after when Elon tweeted about the coal mining, the coal usage in energy for Bitcoin mining, that kind of awareness, that stumbled Bitcoin from about 44, 45 all the way down. Or was it 53? Sorry, 53, and then went down to around those levels. So yeah, stating 90% of energy usage consumed by DigiHost mining operation is a source from a source that creates net zero carbon emission, and 50% of the energy is renewable source. And also they've updated the hodling, 564 ETH and 299 Bitcoin. Interesting. I think they were supposed to have 309. Just 2 weeks ago, they announced 309 Bitcoin held. So what I'm guessing is they probably sold some and got ETH. At what price, that information is not available. So you can imagine they sold pretty much 10 Bitcoin at an average price of about maybe 50 to 54, and so that's about 500 to 550k USD to get those ETH. So yeah, let's see. Long-term vision, business strategy is to expand our operation, evolve as a leader in the blockchain technology sector. While cryptocurrency mining is one application of blockchain technology, the blockchain sector as a whole is a monumental leap forward in information transparency, security, and decentralization. We are committed to pursue every opportunity in the sector that allows us to create significant shareholder value in an environmentally conscious manner, with the goal of eventually eliminating the company's already low carbon footprint. I like what Michael Amar and his team is doing with DigiHost. When there's FUD about Bitcoin and the usage of coal and non-renewable energy, and energy sources that are terrible for the environment. I like that they're calming down their investors and issuing press release of stating how many, what percentage of like energy source they use, which is just one way of like sharing their green energy consumption. So hydro, nuclear, wind, what percentage they're using. I like what they're doing. They're sharing that information to relax and just alleviate the FUD created that is in the market actually. So this point is what I like most about DigiHost, and they also do these monthly hodling report along with, I think Argo also does it, Argo blockchain. So and I like the progression so far within 1 year, potentially getting up to 3 exahash, because their Digifactory 1 believe is capable of hosting 3 exahash. So if everything goes to plan and they get that 3 extra 30,000, if you don't know what I'm talking about, let me just go to that acquisition right here. If we look down the contract, or right here, so expanded to up to 30,000 miners. So this purchasing agreement can be expanded up to 30,000 units at a I believe average, like I said, average hash rate of 100 terahash plus per unit, which will give them 3 exahash, close to 3 exahash, and in hash rate, and would most likely be next year, because this current deal for 9,900 is getting installed by Q1. It's going to be delivered till the end of December, till December, and then everything should be installed in Q1, early Q1. So the first month, and yeah. Let's see. So look at the financials. We've already gone through it. Revenue. So the depreciation from the old miners is kicking in right here. So that's why it helps to get the most efficient miners. And we're looking at a gross profit of 2.1. But there's also expenses, and that comes up to 1.8 mil. And operating profit is at 228 compared to operating loss of $600,000, and net financial expenses, I'm guessing that's auditing and like accounting expenses for the quarter, 155K. Seems a bit high, but yeah, maybe that's the price to pay for getting the international firms to work with you. So let's see, net income comes to just about, for this quarter, comes about $72,000. And it was a loss last year of 628. So we're moving ahead in the right direction, and that's good. So total comprehensive income is at 5.9, and that's the only reason why it's at 5.9 is because of the valuation of their current hodl of digital currency. So that's what's pretty much right here at $5.8 million. Yeah. So I think that kind of helps, at least my kind of shares my perspective and my point of view of DigiHost. I really like the company. They have huge potential. They're really good in terms of press release and just marketing their company and their projects, and pretty much anything that they're doing, they do it really well. The Nasdaq listing, it's a bit out of reach right now. Maybe it may take like a few months before they can finalize the last few papers and get the listing approved, which Bitfarms right now see it is taking a few weeks for that to happen, for them to get listed, get the date to list on Nasdaq. So we saw some great buying opportunities today. If you haven't already, like the lowest sitting at about 29K right here so it's about 29K for Bitcoin, and then for Cardano, which is a really good project, it was sitting at about a dollar, I think. Yeah, about $1. And some really good buying opportunities right here. And if you're worried about your portfolio, the ones coins you own, I mean, you've done your research, you know what you're doing. So like what I'm doing is pretty much just hodling. I'm not even panicking. I'm just analyzing where I can when I can purchase next, because this this crypto market manipulation, it's crazy, but it's happening. And these institutional investors, I don't know if it's an accident, but if it's accidental, but it's crazy how accurate it is right now. So definitely check out the Wyckoff patterns. And if you look at that, Bitcoin dominance has increased to 44% almost. So I guess maybe that's one good thing that came out of this. And all the buying opportunity we have right now. Yeah, so I think that's it for this one. It's going on a bit too long, but feel free to like and subscribe. And thank you for watching, and see you in the next one. Peace.